Airports are filled with hidden tricks, behind-the-scenes operations, and industry secrets that most passengers have no idea about. From saving money to avoiding unnecessary fees, knowing these secrets can completely change the way you travel. Airlines and airport authorities don't always want these details to be widely known, but today, we're uncovering 10 airport secrets they don't want us to know. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss important travel tips that can save you time and money. Now, let's dive into these eye-opening airport secrets. Number 1. Airlines secretly overbook flights on purpose. Ever wondered why airlines ask for volunteers to give up their seats? It's because airlines deliberately sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane. They know that some passengers will cancel or miss their flights, so they gamble on overselling seats to maximize profits. The problem is, when everyone actually shows up, someone gets bumped off the flight. Airlines will first ask for volunteers by offering travel vouchers, but if no one steps forward, they legally have the right to remove passengers. What they don't want you to know is that you can negotiate for more compensation. If you're bumped from a flight involuntarily, you may be entitled to cash compensation of up to $1,550 in the US, or even more in other countries. Never accept the first offer. Airlines often start low and increase it if passengers push back. Number 2. Airport security uses psychological tricks on you. Airport security isn't just about scanning bags and checking passports. They actually use psychological techniques to catch suspicious passengers. The Behavior Detection Program is a secretive method used by the TSA and other global security agencies to spot nervous travelers who might be hiding something. Security officers are trained to watch for signs of stress, like excessive sweating, avoiding eye contact, or unusual body language. If they suspect something, they might randomly select you for extra screening, even if your bag is clean. Another little-known trick: some airports use plainclothes officers disguised as travelers who listen in on conversations and observe people in waiting areas. So, next time you're at the airport, stay calm and act natural to avoid unnecessary delays. Number 3. Water fountains are right next to overpriced bottled water. One of the easiest ways airports make extra money is by selling bottled water at ridiculously high prices. What they don't want you to know is that there are free water fountains and refill stations just a few steps away from these expensive airport shops. Many airports around the world now have designated refill stations where you can fill up your own bottle for free. Some even have filtered water stations for added convenience. The trick is that airports strategically place these refill stations out of direct view, while making sure expensive bottled water is in plain sight. To save money, always bring an empty, reusable water bottle through security. Once you pass the checkpoint, find a water fountain and refill it for free instead of paying $5 or more for a single bottle. Number 4. Airport Wi-Fi tracks your location and data. Free Wi-Fi at airports might seem like a great convenience, but what most passengers don't realize is that airports collect your data when you connect. Many airport Wi-Fi networks track your browsing activity, location, and even how much time you spend at certain places. Some airports sell this data to advertisers or use it to analyze passenger movement and spending habits. Even worse, some public Wi-Fi networks are not secure, making it easier for hackers to steal personal information. To protect yourself, always use a VPN, virtual private network, when connecting to public Wi-Fi. If you don't have a VPN, consider using your mobile data instead of public networks when accessing sensitive accounts like online banking. Number 5. Secret lounges exist that anyone can access. Most travelers assume that airport lounges are only for first class and business class passengers, but there are hidden lounges that almost anyone can access without an expensive ticket. Some lounges allow entry with a day pass, which can cost as little as $25, offering free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and even showers. But here's what they don't tell you. Certain credit cards and travel memberships offer free lounge access, even if you're flying economy. Some lesser-known lounges even allow walk-ins if you ask nicely or if they have extra space. Before your flight, check apps like Lounge Buddy or Priority Pass to see which lounges you can access. Instead of spending money at overpriced airport restaurants, you could be relaxing in a quiet lounge with free food and drinks. Number 6. Airlines hide cheaper fares from you. Did you know that airlines don't always show the lowest fares when you search for flights online? Many airlines use cookies to track your searches and will increase prices if they see you looking for the same route multiple times. To avoid this, always search for flights in incognito mode or clear your browser cookies before booking. Additionally, some fares are only available through third-party websites or directly through airline call centers, meaning the price you see on popular booking sites isn't always the best deal. Another trick airlines use is hiding budget-friendly hidden city fares. This happens when a flight with a layover at your destination is actually cheaper than a direct flight. For example, if you're flying to Miami, a ticket from New York to Mexico with a layover in Miami could be cheaper than booking a direct flight to Miami. Websites like Skiplagged help expose these hidden fares, but airlines don't like them because they lose money when passengers skip the second leg of the journey. Number 7. Duty-free shopping isn't always a good deal. Airports advertise duty-free shops as a way to save money, but the truth is that many of these products are actually more expensive than regular retail stores. While you won't pay sales tax, duty-free prices are often inflated so that you don't actually save much, or anything at all. The best way to know if you're getting a deal is to compare prices online before buying. Some luxury brands and liquor deals are cheaper at duty-free shops, but electronics, cosmetics, and perfumes are often marked up higher than standard retail prices. Additionally, duty-free limits vary by country. If you exceed the limit, you could end up paying extra customs fees when you arrive at your destination, wiping out any savings you thought you had. Number 8. Pilots and flight attendants have secret rest areas. Ever wondered where the pilots and flight attendants disappear to during long-haul flights? Most planes have hidden crew rest compartments that passengers never see. These secret areas are tucked away above or below the passenger cabin, allowing crew members to rest on long flights. On large aircraft like the Boeing 777 and 787 Dreamliner, there are small hidden staircases leading to sleeping quarters where pilots and flight attendants have bunk beds, privacy curtains, and even entertainment systems. The reason airlines don't talk about this is because passengers aren't allowed in these areas, even though they take up valuable space on the aircraft. It's a necessary feature to keep the crew well rested, but it's interesting to think that while you're struggling to sleep in an economy seat, there are hidden beds just a few feet away. Number 9. Some baggage handlers are paid based on speed, not care. Have you ever received your suitcase looking damaged, scratched, or even broken? That's because some airport baggage handlers are paid based on how quickly they load and unload luggage, rather than how carefully they handle your belongings. While most workers do their best, airlines put strict time limits on baggage loading, often requiring handlers to move hundreds of bags in a short period. This means that luggage gets thrown, stacked improperly, and sometimes even dropped. To protect your luggage, always use a hard-shell suitcase, wrap fragile items in clothing, and avoid overstuffing your bag, which can make it more likely to burst open. And if your luggage is ever seriously damaged, remember that airlines are required to compensate you, but only if you report it immediately after landing. Number 10. Airports use decoy security lanes to keep lines moving. Have you ever noticed that some security lines move much faster than others? That's because airports use decoy lanes to control congestion. These lanes are sometimes opened for VIPs airline crew, or even just to balance out overcrowding. If you're stuck in a slow-moving line, watch for security agents quietly directing some passengers to faster lanes. Sometimes, simply asking politely if there's another available lane can get you through security much quicker. Another secret? Morning flights often have shorter security lines because fewer flights take off early in the day. If you want to breeze through security with minimal waiting, book an early morning departure instead of flying during peak afternoon or evening hours. Airports are filled with secrets, and now you know some of the biggest ones. From hidden fees and overpriced duty-free shops to secret crew areas and baggage mishandling, these tricks can help you save money, avoid unnecessary hassles, and make your travels smoother. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more travel insights that can make your trips easier and more enjoyable. Safe travels, and thanks for watching.